What's going on, guys? Valken here, and I'm finally back to the video making game. I have been waiting months to get back into this game. I honestly have missed it so freaking much. So for my first video back, I know normally I make budget builder decks and card of the day series and skooma and cards, which was a weekly talking series that I did one of, unfortunately. But for this one, I felt like I really needed to talk about the competitive scene of the Elder Scrolls Legends. Now, the community itself, I think the majority of us want an official competitive scene sponsored by Bethesda or Direwolf. Pretty much anyone involved with the actual game itself, with the creation of the game, should take steps and maybe put money towards an actual official tournament. Invite top Legends players, have an open bracket, allow people at all different skill levels the chance to actually play and get down to like the top 8 or something, and then that'll be the big tournament. Because right now we have the community funded ones. Right now we have the Elder Scrolls Legends Champion Series, which is completely community driven. They have several hosts and tons of top tier players actually compete in these events, and they get pretty crazy. We get a lot of new meta decks and such like that from these tournaments. We also have the TCG Esports Series, which they host weekly tournaments for Gwent, Eternal, and of course Legends. I believe they host it for Elder Scrolls. Hearthstone as well. They do host for Hearthstone. So right now, those are like the major players, and while they do have big prize pools when it comes to community-driven, such as the Elder Scrolls Legends Champion Series, I think had a $300 prize pool. I mean, honestly, money's not the biggest thing, but I think for a card game to appeal to all sorts of players, mainly the casual players, because as a casual player, you want to become better, you want to learn how to get really good at this game, so when you do have time to play this game, you're actually good at it. And I feel like a tournament series, an official one, sponsored by Bethesda, could kind of bring that wave of players in, such as Hearthstone has. People watch Hearthstone players in tournaments because they enjoy it, and they want to be good at it. I mean, it's pretty obvious that I think most of us can agree that an actual funded Bethesda-based tournament series could do great for this game. Now, I know there are some naysayers in this situation, but that's quite alright. Not everybody's going to agree on this. We do have the in-game mode of Gauntlet, Rumble, etc. versus Arena. Those are fun, but they're not the same. Unless there's a tournament mode waiting somewhere that they're developing to get more official, I think something needs to happen. Now, I know this game has been in production for a while. It's been released for several months now. But if you look to newer games such as Gwent honestly isn't that fun of a game to watch. But I think they just had a tournament, or they announced a tournament prize pool of several millions of dollars. Created the Witcher series is now a big company, but so is Bethesda. They can't throw in like a $50,000 tournament prize pool. I mean, imagine how many people you'd have flooding to the game. I know we have tons of downloads right now, and there are thousands of active players. I mean, I think, at least in the community-wise, we have around 17,000 on the Reddit subreddit, but that's not really indicative of the actual size of the community. So there has been a lot of heated discussion about this topic, and I, for one, vote for an official sponsored tournament series to not only bring in new players, but to further reward people for getting to these high legend levels. Because honestly, what's the point? I know a lot of them are streamers, so they get rewards that way, but think about the top 100. Not all those top 100 players are streamers or getting a benefit from it. Because if you think of it that way, honestly, all they're doing is just grinding for a number. They're grinding to achieve that #1 rank, which there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's how they get satisfaction from the game. But I bet you, 100 to 10,000s and maybe even 100,000 people would love a shot to be in an actual competitive scene. The game doesn't have to solely focus on the competitive aspects, but I think embracing that side of a traditional card game, such as Magic the Gathering, and you have obviously digital Hearthstone, they really focus on the competitive aspect. Sure, casual is fun, but I remember my days of Magic the Gathering where I'd go Friday Night Magic for my chance to hit the #1 spot and win that big prize, which I believe most of the time was like, I don't know, 10 packs of cards. But I think there needs to be something. So Bethesda, Direwolf, please listen to your community and give us what we're looking for. All right, guys, that is my spiel on the competitive scene and where I think it needs to go. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think, and if you think there should be a major competitive scene for this game, and maybe do you think that if there is, it'll increase the popularity of the game, or will it have a negative effect? I'm truly curious. So, as always, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you next time.